What it do, world? It's your boy Mo Better. Sign on again. Today I'm going to talk about what I left up. I said, when the Most High has shut a door for you, why do you keep trying to open it? Open it at your own apparel. Like in James, I think it's 1:14, 1:13, it says that the Most High does not try you with evil things, nor can he be tempted with evil things. So I say that to say that when something negative presents itself to us, it's not coming from the Most High. I say that because a lot of people say, well, God is testing you. No, he's not testing you. He don't do you like that. He don't test you with evil things. So I want you to look at that, and I want you to, it says Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 7, I believe it is. It says, trust in the Most High with all your heart, and do not lean upon your own understanding. In all your ways take knowledge of him, and he will direct your paths. He will guide you in the way that you need to go. And I say that to say this. It's like, I talk about this often. Got a couple of brothers in the association and organization. Got Anthony Jackson, got Connect. You got some females. You know what I'm saying? We got Natalie Keys. We got a few people that's really deal with this science. Candace, Sharia, I think her last name Jackson. Got a few people that really be into the science and dealing with the energy of things. And I'll talk about this, what's going on in our lives based on math and science. Why? Because math doesn't lie. We all go at opinions, beliefs, facts, and the truth. All of these things are synonymous, but one outweighs the other one. You have opinion. My favorite color is in the world is red. That's the best to me. You know what I mean? And yours could be blue. Someone else's could be green. They could be yellow. Whatever the situation is, they are what they are. And we can argue until we're blue in the face. We can argue until we die. And guess what? Your opinion will remain your opinion, correct? Dead. You're going to ask to be buried in that blue suit. Dead. I'm going to be asked to have on something red. Because that's my favorite. They have not changed. Opinion is opinion. It's period. It's just that. There's no need to argue an opinion. You have a belief. A belief can be nothing more than a strong opinion. It doesn't have to be anything other, but it can be a strong opinion. But a belief is so strong that we can actually and possibly, many people die upon beliefs and afterwards be incorrect about what took place. That fact. Once you look up the terminology fact, when you look up fact is the actuality of a thing. Fact is the actuality of a moment. But think about that again. The actuality of a thing, the actuality of the moment. I can't see the time because I'm live right now, but I think it's like safe as 4:40, right? At 4:45, the moment has changed. The thing has changed. So see, facts are the actuality of the moment. Facts change. However, guess what? What supersedes them all is truth, because truth never lies. Truth is based on mathematics. The energy that you feel in your body. Now, you ever hear when people say, go with your first feeling, your first thought? That's the energy. And a lot of people think they turn things into spookism, and it's not spookism, it's real. It's just that we have become so comfortable in westernized society that we have lost and become deadened and callous to a lot of things that are actually natural with us. So again, I get back to the sayings and says that opinion, belief, fact, and the truth, they are all synonymous, but truth outweighs them all. And I say that to say this, when I'm talking about how when the Most High shuts a door for you, leave it shut. Don't even mess with it. Don't lock it. Don't unlock it. Don't crack it. Stick your toe in it. This is, I'm telling, like I was telling Latanya the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, it's situations that I'm talking to people from experience, from firsthand experience and things that I've actually gone through myself to where, guess what? I've opened doors. You know what I'm saying? I've opened doors that the Most High shut and do not blame God. Why are you letting this happen to me? Because I opened the door that He closed for me. I say that again about the opinion, belief, fact, and truth to say this is that when the Most High does something, it all adds up. It will all add up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the numbers, the equation comes out to be exact. Because again, math is truth. When the devil is doing something, I don't give you believe him or not, you don't have to in order for it to be working in your life. Guess what? Everything sounds good, look good, feel good, tastes good, but guess what? Something is wrong. Something is missing. Something is out of place. I don't care how much we enjoying ourselves. Something just ain't right though, is it? I'm saying that to say this. I don't care if it's a business. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's a sexual ship. I don't care if it's a situation ship. Whatever the demonstration is, whatever the ship is, guess what? If a door closed and you don't understand why, sit back before you try to reopen it. It's like a horror movie. When you see in the horror movie and you know that this is a horror movie, guess what you do when something happens? You sit back and you pull the covers up over you like this, don't you? And you be watching it because you waiting for something to happen. When the door closes, everything is going good. Before you hurry up and open the door, in most situations, things have to be in perspective now. In most situations, when everything is going good and that door is shut and closed, something don't go through, a venture doesn't go through, some money don't come through, whatever the situation is, it don't go through like you are planning it to do. Guess what you should do? We should do. And I'm telling you again, my experience from opening doors that should have stayed closed. Sit back like you watching that horror movie. Pull that blanket around you and sit back, relax, and meditate. Calculate. Do that problem. The problem in the math. And then what it's called a problem. You do the math on it. See if everything adds up before you try it. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, you will see that, man, something just wasn't right about this altogether. And I say this a lot of times when I talk to people about dealing with their first mind. I want you to see how, again, science and math is. I hope Sharia really listening to this right now. This is how math and science work together. The energy. Your first mind. People say believe your first mind. Now I want you to do the science on this. When they say believe your first mind, guess what it's also called? A gut feeling. Why is that? Because you don't come from your mind, it comes from your stomach. Your stomach, your abdomen, your core is like, hold up, wait a minute. Because what happens if you lose your stomach? Okay, you can still be alive on machines and everything like that. No disrespect to nobody out there. But your core is your base. You got a heart, but they can be corrupt. You can have a mind, but they can be full of devious things. Your stomach is what you eat. Your stomach is where everything puts out to you as far as the nutrients that belongs in your body, right? Okay. Your first mind is actually a gut feeling. And this is the science I want you to do on this. Look it up. When you have a gut feeling, your stomach or abdomen at that time is actually using the same hormones and chemicals that your brain is using only when it's in deep thought. That's deep, ain't it? So the demonstration is this. Pay attention to your first mind. Pay attention to the energy Pay attention to the science. Pay attention to the math that the Most High is giving you. Do not lean upon your own understanding, but take knowledge of Him who is leading you and directing you in the path in which you should go. Because guess what? I look at this situation right here, man. A Collective Minds LLC has actually been started like 30 years ago. Dudes I know, Anthony Jackson, can verify that. Charles Kelly, Kimball Bew, Pompous Tyler. You know what I'm saying? The cats that's in this organization right now that knew me in the spot and enjoying know that this was started way back then. I kept trying to bring it out, but things kept happening to where it just wouldn't come out. And what I was trying to do in many different aspects was try to force situations to go. And then as I grew, as we all continue to do, we all continue to grow. You know, some people say that might be that might be like a shock for some people, because some people say, I think I know everything. I don't. What I learn all the time. I'm continuously learning. I'm continuously learning from people who think I'm learning from you. But the thing is, I'm continuously learning. And I was trying to force this open in so many different ways and other things in so many ways. But I had to sit back and realize, when I sit back, sometimes don't always try to think on 2020 hindsight. They say it's the best vision that you can see is from after you have made your trials and errors. No, sit back while it's going on and learn from it. Sit back and calculate it and look at it and see. And guess what you will realize and find out the majority of the times? Man, I'm glad I didn't do that. How many times have that happened to any of us? How many times that happened to us? When you just wanted to do something and you had a gut feeling. Again, when you had this gut feeling, this is called your first mind. I should have went with my first mind, but the whole demonstration is this. When you should have went with your first mind, again, that's a gut feeling. And at this time, your core, the essence of your being, is telling you not to do something. And it's using the same chemicals your brain is using when it's in deep thought, meditation. How many times have you paid attention to that? Was going to go in the club, was going to open this account, was going to use this money, was going to go here, was going to do that, open this door, not, and you didn't. And then you saw it on the news. You heard your friends talking about it. Something happened. Them close instincts. We be seeing certain situations like, ooh, wow. Oh. How many of us have gone through them situations? Because it was meant. The Most High closed that door. When the Most High closed that door, man, don't open it. I told you, say, D. DeLorean, you say that the older you get, the more you use it. My thing is, I'm going back to it. I was using it like A1. You know, when you in that life, you know what I'm saying? You got to. And though I'm no longer in the life, I began to become comfortable with simple things. You know what I'm saying? And becoming comfortable with simple things, sometimes, guess what? I actually lose out on what we consider to be small. But I'm understanding that with me, that situation is, it can turn out to be big to me when it may be simple to you. So again, the situation is, a lot of times, businesses, situations, school, whatever the demonstration may be, if you trying to go and you trying to do something and that door is closed, before you try to reopen it, sit back, relax, and think about it. Think about what's going on. Our first thing, even as men, sisters, you deal with emotion. Geniuses. Harriet Tubman, Bethune. I can name a million beautiful, super intelligent women that supersede me in so many different aspects. Intellectually. But you still over 95% of the time deal with emotion over reason in most situations. We, as the man, I don't care how you want to say it. I'm a real man. Look me up. Google me. You can Google me when you first was able to Google people. And I don't say that to brag on it. I'm saying from my status to now, I'm telling you, I'm trying to explain something to you. Guess what? We do the same thing, but we manipulate the terminology of emotion with the terminologies of ego. We manipulate the terminologies of emotion with the terminology pride. We still deal with pride. We still deal with ego. We deal with it just like y'all doing in most. So we try to use reason first, but we still deal with emotion over reason in many situations and end up doing what? Falling prey to opening a door that we should have left closed. I think about when I keep talking about opening this door that should have been closed, I'm thinking about go back to Daniel, the book of Daniel in the Bible. You remember that? You remember the King Nebuchadnezzar had made this furnace so hot that it was like 10 times hotter than it was. And they was trying to do something wrong. They was trying to destroy men of the most high God. Exactly. It is the action behind the words that matter. And Rosalind. And yes, Natalie Keys, let God and let go. But I want to explain how the most high worked. In Daniel, they made this furnace 10 times hotter than it ever was. They couldn't open it, the furnace, because that's how hot it was. They was trying to do something wrong to some good people. And when they tried to do that wrong, then they couldn't open that furnace. Guess what happened? They opened it. God closed that door. What happened when they tried to open it? Everybody that tried to open it was consumed with fire almost immediately. God closed that door. When the Most High closes a door in your life, in a relationship, a sexual ship, a situationship, a business relationship, any of those type of demonstrations, if you reopen that door or try once it's been closed, you are responsible for every action that takes place after that as a repercussion from you being hard-headed, and not following the math, not following the science, and dealing with your emotions over reason instead of sitting back. Again, like I said, when you watching a scary movie and you see something about to happen, you've been following the movies or something's just crazy. Like you follow your plans through life, right? And then when you see something in the movie, you like, uh-oh, they about to get him. You pull that blanket over you and you be looking. I don't care if you a dude. You step back and you be, even if your girl there, you be trying to act tough. But you trying to brace yourself for what's getting ready to go down. That's a movie. Do the same thing in your life because guess what? A movie, they got cut. Cut. Take 2. Cut. Take 3. Cut. Take 4. Cut, take 5. They got different cuts in the movie to see. They can keep it's a film. They can start over again. Guess what? You can't start over in a lot of situations. In most, you can't start your life over. You get one. Sometimes the decisions that we make by overlooking what we should have held fast to, it costs us our lives. Sometimes it can cost us situations and things that it takes so long to get back that we sit back again in the sight, in the vision that we shouldn't have took. That 2020 hindsight, which means we are now learning from our trial and errors, that we never should have took it. We should have sat back, waited, and relaxed and chilled. Fella, I think of situations to where sometimes I seen this chick and I was like, man, I wanted to holler at her, but something just should have kept going. It wasn't meant. Tell you something about math. Sisters, y'all had that? I bet he was a good dude. Man, I should have said something to him, but you didn't. Then later on down the line, you find out that it all wasn't what you think it was. Them type of business situations, lottery, I don't care what it was. Whatever the demonstration is, Yeah, D. Lauren, keep that door closed. Keep that door closed, bruh. When you see a situation that takes place, it is now. I say this, and I say this biblically from thorough research. Our scripts are not written out for us. Now, what the Most High said is, I place before you the blessing and the malediction. That does not mean our whole lives are written out on a script. When he says, I place the blessing before you, that means if you do the right thing, guess what? You will continuously be blessed. But depending upon how you will be blessed, will be dependent upon what it is that you do. The malediction is your discipline. Your discipline is actually based not upon, this person is cursed right now. This is what, it's not like that. The thing is, your discipline will be apparent to what it is that you do. So our scripts are not written out like that. The thing is, what are we going to do? What is it placed in front of us? So you had a right to make the decisions that you do, but the thing is to make the best decision. Again, leaning not upon your own understanding, but looking at the science that is being placed in front of you, looking at the math and the problem that is being placed in front of you. Now, a lot of us, like in school, guess what we did? We got that. We hated science. We hated science. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? We hated math. We didn't do it. We didn't. I'm sitting. Listen, somebody sitting here talking to you about math right now. That's me. I hated math. I hate math today. But guess what math is? Every part of your life. Them bushes got numbers on them. That's in front of my house right now. You are over a 100 trillion cell organism. You got numbers to you. Everything is based on mathematics and science. That's how the Most High put it. Even the science is based on math. Guess what? I don't care what science you look at. If it's not equal to 2 plus 2 equals 4, it changes. It doesn't become something that is considered to be a perfection. That's how serious math is. So again, I say when you're going through situations in your life, you sit back before you make the emotional situation of hurrying up to open the door that has been closed in front of you. You're going through whatever it is in your life before you just hurry up and just jump to and run to a situation to reopen and sit back. Think about it. I want you to play again education. Put the value on yourself before you make that decision. And then you ask yourself, and making the decision that I'm going to make, would this cause my value to appreciate or depreciate? I'm not sitting here talking about things and what somebody can give you materially. I'm not talking about what somebody can give you monetarily. Those things don't mean nothing to me. Do we need money to live? Yes, we do. Do I gotta pay bills and taxes and I gotta do that. So that's understood. But what means most to me is if house is gone, I don't have no cars, guess what? I'm still somebody inside myself. My morals, principles, standards, honor, integrity to self before it goes anywhere else. That's what matters the most to me. So what I'm saying is what somebody can give you should never matter more than who you are as a person. See, and I'm saying this because I see brothers do things for women or because of women to get this woman for these things that don't matter. I've never been through this situation. I learned early, but I go through situations to where guess what happened if you living your life on her and things don't work out? Well, she just get mad with it until you get out and you don't have your own, and you got to get out. Was it worth it? Sister, you need them bills paid. You need there's certain things done. That's what you feel you need to do. He said he ain't paying them. How do you feel? Now you're in a stressful and anguished situation that you feeling you got to do it to go make something right. Guess what you do in these situations? In mine, for what I stand for and the value of who I am. Let them go. When a person can punish you for something they know you need because they can, guess what you do? Let them go. You gonna still be you. The Most High is allowing you to see the science and the mathematics on what this relationship, situationship, sexualship, business, whatever it is, he's showing you right now what it's gonna be when things get greater. He's showing you. So why should you open that door? Why should you reopen it? What would be the purpose? And guess what? From that point on, guess what you need? Guess what you get? Well, I'm gonna say, guess what you should accept? The responsibility for the actions that you've taken. Do you agree? Sometimes, and again, I'm not like in this situation, I'm not just talking about situations of relationships. I'm talking about business. I'm talking about anything in life. If everything seems to be going in accord and then for some reason something changes, stop, hold up, look at it, do the math on it, see if it equates. See if the numbers add up to what they're supposed to. 2 + 2 will never be 5. 2 + 2 will never be 4. 2 + 2 will never be 3. So the demonstration is, look at the science and the situation that's going on in your life. And Sharia said something earlier, and I just remember her name on this right here. She was talking about how the demonstrate in a lot of these situations, the Most High is showing you. Guess what he's showing you? Like the same situation with Daniel and the 3 guys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that they was trying to put in the furnace. When they was trying to put them in the furnace, the door didn't open, and those who tried to open that door actually died for opening that door. Their blessing was going to come from a completely different perspective. So again, when the Most High closes a door for you, guess what he's doing? And 9 times out of 10, he opening 5 or 6 more doors for you. But you so focused on this door that you missing your blessings. All of your blessings. See, because when he closed the door, it's like, man, you don't need that. I got something for you. Who can treat you more than the Most High? I love my woman. When I'm with a woman, when I have one, I'm love her. My mama, daddy, I love you. But can't nobody treat me better than the Most High. So if he's allowing and denying a thing, guess what he's telling me? I got you. I got you now. I got you. Again, Proverbs 3:5-7. I think it's 3:5-7 or 5-9 when he says that do not lean upon your own understanding, but take knowledge of me. So the situation is when something happens in your life, when you think everything is going good. You hear what I said? You think everything is going good and for the best for you, and then something stops and comes on halt. Guess what you do? Charlotte Crenshaw, you said you got a whole lot of bumps and bruises from this too. Guess what you do when things stop? You chill. You sit back and relax because he telling you this ain't for you. You think it is, but he knows what is best for you. You see what I'm saying? Again, we think, do not lean upon your own understanding. He thinks something ain't going right. Everything is going beautiful and then it's halted. You need to chill. Don't keep on going forward. Chill, relax, sit back for a minute. Don't emotionalize things. Like Sharia said, he's showing you that, hey, man, chill, relax. That ain't for you. You just go ahead, relax, and chill for a minute because I know what you need. See, you're going for what you want. You're going for what feels good to you. You're going with what you think. I know what you need in a lot of situations. Alyssa, Miller, little sis, guess what they say? The Most High is telling you this person is not ready for you in a lot of cases. See, and I say emotionalize things. We emotionalize things because guess what? Guess what we do in a lot of situations? We try to figure out what's wrong with me. You looking at self. You looking at what didn't I do right? What did I do to make them? What didn't I do to? Could have been me because and you trying to repair something that ain't broke. It ain't even you. It's them. The Most High letting you know, hey, either it's not that time right now to be dealing with that. It's not time right now to be dealing with them. Or guess what? They not ready for you. In a lot of situations, you not ready for them. In a lot of situations, guess what? Your energy not clicking right now. Your science is not correct right now because your math is not equating. And you can't make it. You can't make 2 + 2 = 5. Ever in life. So when the Most High is showing you something, pay attention to it. Stop trying to emotionalize. And see, when we emotionalize things, we force things beyond what they is. We gonna make a square peg fit in a round hole. And like Charlotte Crenshaw said, the Most High, he don't make mistakes. We do. Like I said, is when that door closed, Alyssa, D. DeLorme, Rosalind Pryor, Natalie Keys, Charlotte Crenshaw, guess what we'll do? We'll reopen the door that he shut, and then we'll say, God, why you? God, I don't know. And we sit down and we crying and we dealing with whatever we dealing with. And guess what we say? Why am I going through this? It's because we leaning upon our own understanding. Sit back. Relax. Meditate. Pray and ask him what is the right direction in which you want me to go in. And I see I'm talking about this because I see people in the movement, Collective Minds LLC, the reestablishing the Black Wall Street. Yeah. We are to be patient, D. DeLorme. We don't have that. The majority of the situations, guess what we did? We don't be patient. Now, when you're dealing with the strictest of wars, battles, hand-to-hand combat, things about that, guess what they teach you? Patience. They teach you that calmness, another form of patience. Calm controls the situation. Patient. 9 times out of 10, if we be patient, we don't really make mistakes because guess what tells the truth of all things? You remember this, D. DeLorme? When I had this in the... What tells the truth of all things? Time. Time is a synonym for what? Patience. Be patient. And it's going to come out. Whatever you need will manifest in time. Not understanding, but the overstanding of what you need to do. Don't force situations. Brothers, don't be prideful. Don't be egotistical. Making yourself look real silly and simple because guess what's going to happen? In time. The truth going to come out behind whatever it is that you're doing. And regardless to what you're trying to do to somebody else, guess what? It's going to come out to you and what it is that you are doing. Sisters, when you emotionalize situations, guess what happened? It's going to come out. Then guess what? Now you got people looking at you in the way in which you do not want them to look at you. I ain't crazy. Ain't nothing wrong. He was the... And time is going to come out. And regardless of what you caused that person, or whatever you took that person through, he or she. This is both genres. Whatever you did to her, whatever she did to you, in time is going to come out. And guess what? Again, we're going back to science and math. Karma, the Most High, gonna get you for whatever it is that you did. So I'm telling you, be patient, people. I think about, again, like I said, collective mind. I did this 30 years ago. But I kept going through situations where it was not coming out like it was supposed to come out. And I think about, man, and see, in westernized society, what we have been groomed to believe is that things give us value. Quantity, a lot of, gives us value. And that actually comes from, our adversary, who was the devil. You see what I'm saying? Go to Quran, Iblis, Shaitan. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was greedy. He wanted more. You see what I'm saying? We need to chill, relax, and be patient. And if we relax and be patient, whatever it is that we desire is eventually it's going to come. Charlotte Crenshaw, you say you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, huh? But a lot of times, a lot of us can tell the truth and say this, that when something happens, when we go against what has already been established for us, or, what we try to do is, I'm going to fight it. I'm going to do what I want to do. No, this is what I want to do. And then we sit back and we be talking about, oh God, why me? Just like he was telling you not to do a certain thing by the actions that presented themselves, he told you what happened if you did it. So that's why you, not you, not you per se or directly, but generally speaking. That's why you. That's why it's been me. When those times I sat back and said, "What, man? I'm gonna get out of this," and because I didn't do what I was supposed to do, I didn't sit back. You saw the Charlotte. You say you saw the signs he put in front of you, but you ignored them. We most of us do. Well, like I said, what we do is we emotionalize things. Again, look up the science. We call it a first thought. My first mind. My first mind is telling me. But it's a stomach. It's a feeling you feel in your stomach. Why you call it your first mind when it's a feeling in your gut? Again, when you put the two together, the first mind and your gut feeling, and you put the science together, and you actually go and study this, you're going to find out that when your stomach is having that feeling, is using the same chemical that your brain is using when it's in deep thought. And your stomach is considered to be what? The core of your existence. Energy. Right, D. Lord. Right. It's energy. And that energy is telling you, hey, man, relax, chill out, hold up, wait a minute. And again, 9 times out of 10, we can go back to any situation and say, I should have listened, or I'm glad I listened to my first mind. It's a deep demonstration, man. Like I say, man, when the Most High open them doors, go through them. When he close them, don't go in. Don't keep trying to reopen something that he's giving you the science behind to stop. Sit back, relax, and wait. And sometimes when things look good, yeah, but what's that saying? Everything glistening and gold. Same situation. Again, that energy. And again, people try to use energy for spookism. And in my process, I can't say this is doctrine. But I believe that, everything works. You know what I'm saying? You have, right. Everything works. Like astrology, astronomy, all these things have parts and plays. But right now, this is what I believe. Again, this is not doctrine. When I say that the Most High told us at a period of time in our placements as of now, man, chill out, relax. Because what you will begin to do is you will begin to worship. I say just pray to begin to follow, believe. You'll begin to worship the created instead of the creator. So I believe it's a lot of things that, things work, but we get so deep into situations right now to where that is what becomes our God. Those are things that become people. And so I'm going again, but I deal with biblical perspectives, not read probably for real, like in real life, almost like probably almost every holy book that's out. Quran, 27 Qurans, 5 different holy tablets. You know what I'm saying? Multiple Bibles. That's what I did, but I deal with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm looking at the science of the situations that goes forth, and people show me things and say different things about contradictions and things of that nature. And I haven't found one yet, not because it's my belief, not because I want to. Show it to me, and we gonna go and we gonna research it. And I'm not gonna deal with what I think. I'm not gonna deal with what I feel. I'm not gonna deal with what makes me feel good, what makes me feel comfortable. I'm gonna do the science on it. Just like science is based on math. If 2 plus 2 equals 4, I'm going to embrace it, even if it means my discipline, because that's who I am. So again, the situation is this: when I come out, the perspective is, when situations take place in your life, people, prospects, business situations, relationships, you might be in a sexual ship, you might be in a situationship, whatever demonstration is, if things begin to start going in a direction that you not desire it to be in, no matter how good it feels to you, stop, sit back, relax, and calculate what you're dealing with and going through. Sit back, see if the math adds up. Which, when I say that, sit back, and when I keep telling you, do not emotionalize things, don't overlook nothing because makes you feel good. Don't overlook something because I'm going to get. Don't overlook something because, well, she gonna forget it in a minute, and they're gonna change it. The Most High telling you to chill, man. He giving you the science. He's giving you the words. He's communicating with you in the aspect of saying, stop, chill, wait. Sometimes it's wait, chill, and like D. DeLauren said, be patient. Sometimes it's like you said, it's a spin. But sometimes he's telling you, they ain't ready for you. And if you keep going that way, you will not progress. You will actually digress. So again, people, like I'm saying, in this organization, in Collective Minds LLC, I sat back and I'm looking at people, I sit back and people that I like some of these people. And I want them to be heads, not just part of the organization, but heads. I need 9 more people like me. I need 9 more people like me. And some of them have not remained, and some of them have left off, and whatever the situation may be, whatever demonstration it was, decided to leave, guess what? I had to sit back, man. Chill. They ain't meant. They not meant for this right here, because guess what, man? You got a cause that you dealing with, and they showing you they not for the cause. They not for the people. They for self. So why should I keep going? Why should I keep on trying to go there? I've been in relationships where I kept trying to go. And guess what? Like Miss Crenshaw said, I saw situations that I should have paid attention to, but I'm a man. I'm more better. I'm more Reese Marbury. And guess what the demonstration is? I'm gonna save her. This ain't gonna happen. She's gonna realize, she's gonna understand. And as we keep going, she's gonna overstand. And man, please. Ain't happening. The Most High was letting me know that door should have been closed. The door should have been closed. I tried to reopen it. Business situations, all types of situations have taken place in my life to where I sit back, and what I learned to do at a period of time was take heed to my first mind. And then I became comfortable and complacent with where I was to degrees to where I believed that people would feel like me. People would do what I'm doing. People would understand, think, speak, and reciprocate in how I would. And they wouldn't. So the whole demonstration behind me and dealing with them situations was I had to learn. You making mistakes that you haven't made in a long time, man. So what should you do? Sit back, relax, think. Don't stick the foot in the door. Don't crack it, and don't even lock it. Just sit back, relax, and chill. When if the Most High close that door, don't emotionalize what this demonstration is and try to go back in and open it up and then say, why me? Leave it closed. Leave that door closed that the Most High is closing for you because he is telling you the situation is not ready. Matter of fact, prime example, one last one. I gave you the situation and demonstration of Daniel. The flood. Noah's Ark. Why ain't open the door? Why Noah ain't open the door to the ark? That's exactly why when the Most High closes a door on you, or closes a door not on you, but closes a door for you, why you shouldn't reopen it.